Everybody, what's going on? This is another Crystal Swirls Reloaded exclusive. And the name of this one is Movies That Promote Struggle Love to Black Women. Tyler Perry's Daddy's Little Girls is at the top of my list. These movies strip black women of their femininity. They promote hypogamy, HYPO, not HYPER, but HYPO. They promote hypogamy, which is dating down, and they pretty much are telling the cream of the crop type of black women that we know it's lonely at the top and it's hard to find a good black man on your level. But perhaps you're going about it the wrong way. Why don't you get a black man that doesn't have a career like you do? He's struggling, but he's a good man. That is what they are saying to you. Now, I know that I got on Steve Harvey earlier. You saw my video. For those of you who saw it, I did a video earlier called Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Mammy. And that is a video in which I got all into Steve Harvey's ass because he is promoting poison to black women by trying to keep us race loyal and in struggle love mode. Now, I'm going to rip Tyler Perry a whole new asshole. You heard me. I'm going to rip Tyler Perry a whole new asshole. And I'm going to get into this nigga's ass. Because Tyler Perry promotes stereotypes. He promotes race loyalty, blind race loyalty. And he promotes hypogamy. Now, Tyler Perry is very famous and he's very popular. And he's become like the Steven Spielberg of black culture. But I will tell you this. Tyler Perry, if you ever notice, he never shows black women swirling in his movies. He's always showing us in some type of toxic situation, like he did in his movie Diary of a Mad Black Woman, in which the black woman, who was married to a very successful attorney, well, her man cheated on her, had a whole other family on her with a biracial girl, and then he wanted to replace the black woman with the biracial woman. Now, Tyler Perry is basically admitting in that movie that he understands that black men can be backstabbers and that black men swirl and they go with non-black women, biracial women, or white women when they want to level up and when they want to choose a wife. And even if they are married, they will replace you without blinking an eye. You see, Tyler Perry acknowledged that black males have no race loyalty. They are pro-black male first. They put their needs and their wants and desires ahead of anything else. So this whole race loyalty shit is only being promoted to black women. Now, in the movie Daddy's Little Girls, which I don't even know why Tyler Perry did a movie called Daddy's Little Girls, I guess he's basically trying to promote the image of black males being good fathers. And, you know, collectively, with that 77% out of wedlock birth rate, which happens to have a lot of deadbeats in that percentage. Well, we all know that nothing could be further from the truth. Because so many of us are like me. They're not close to their fathers. Their fathers were deadbeats or half-ass fathers, or they came around whenever the fuck they felt like it, or they weren't available when you needed them to be a parent. So that is very common in the black race. So you see the mindfuckery, how they take a movie tycoon like Tyler Perry and they push this image down the black woman's throat of an Idris Elba, like the guy shown on the cover. They're promoting the image that black men are good men. You know, we know we're not doing so good right now, career-wise, but give us a chance. We're good men. And you black women are stuck up. You black women, your standards are too high. If you're an attorney, like the woman in Daddy's Little Girls, who happens to be actress Gabrielle Union, if you're an attorney or a doctor, you should date down, because black men, you know, we're good men. And isn't that what counts? So they're trying to play on the emotions of black women. Every other race of women is practicing hypergamy. White girls are doing it. Asian girls are doing it. It's only black women that are expected to not practice hypergamy, and they are expected to, forgive my bad language, they are expected to help the help. Get it? The help. They are expected to marry the help and pull a Nicki Minaj or a Mary J. Blige or a Jill Scott. They are expected to give up their position. Their position as successful women by going with men who are not successful. Not only does that take away your femininity, it puts you in the position of a man. It's men that are supposed to be more powerful. It's men that are supposed to be the providers and the protectors. So they're constantly putting black women in these masculine fucking roles. Like in Tyler Perry's movie, Daddy's Little Girl. If anything, she should have been the one in a subordinate career, such as a maid or an office cleaner. And he should have been the successful attorney that rescued her. But it was the opposite way around. And I'm starting to notice that struggle love is so common in the black race that black people are immune to it. They don't blink twice. Oh, the black man is not a provider. He has a janitor job. Oh, well, at least he's working. Our standards have been so low for black men that they get away with murder. And black women are expected to choose these type of men when they could be with a nice Asian guy. Picture an Asian guy with his own business, a white man who owns his own construction company. You know, picture that. And, you know, choosing from men like that versus you choosing the janitor. You know, Daddy's Little Girls, I enjoyed the movie. I can't lie. But I winced. I cried out loud at the way that these friends of the successful black attorney, who was played by Gabrielle Union, I cringed at the way her friends were mammies. They didn't even suggest that they could hook her up with a white man or Asian or Latino. They hooked her up with trash. You guys all saw the scene where her friend said, "Oh, girl, I got one for you. He's a good guy. Give him a chance." And Gabrielle Union went on the date. And it turns out that her friend hooked her up with a ghetto, trash black male. Now, this is common. And this can also be witnessed in like what happened to Sherry Shepherd, who happens to be a talk show host and a actress on television. Sherry Shepherd got hooked up with a bum ass nigga that does not even work. The man was jobless and homeless. Let that sink in for a minute. Jobless and homeless. He was living on a friend's couch and he had no job. Well, Sherry Shepherd was hooked up by Niecy Nash. Everybody keeps saying I look like Niecy Nash. I guess because I have big lips like her. Anyway, Niecy Nash hooked Sherry Shepherd up with this bum-ass nigga that had no job and no fucking place to live. Now, Sherry Shepherd is successful. She's worth at least a couple mil, maybe more. And here it is. She's dating a jobless, homeless bum. And if you go on YouTube, you can actually see where she embarrassingly admits that she did it because she was lonely and she was horny. Which are cop-outs. Okay? The truth is this. She's a mammy, and all of her black female friends are mammies too. And I think once they make it to Hollywood, they still keep in contact or they still have connections with these loser black males that live in the black community. And, these women, what they do is they get on the phone and they say, "Oh, girl, I got the perfect guy for you. I mean, yeah, he's having a rough time right now, but he's a good brother." And so what they do is they take these men like Sherry Shepherd did, like Nicki Minaj did, like Jill Scott did. They take these bummy ass men and they make them their managers. They so they can look like they are working, like they have some type of title. But what they're basically doing is they're taking bums and they are putting up a front that this bum got his shit together. He got it going on. He's a black man. He's my husband. And, they make these men their manager. Look at what happened to Monique. Monique put her bum ass husband, who was a black male, in charge of her career and gave him the title of manager. And now Monique is suffering terribly because he keeps making bad business decisions, thinking that his wife is the shit and that they are going to demand top dollar. So black women that, do this, that are successful, and that have money, they got their shit together, they are taking L after L after L in Hollywood right now because these black women are race loyal. And they keep losing. They end up in divorce court. They end up with it not working out. Because the truth is this. A man wants to feel masculine. He wants to feel like he's the leader. He wants to feel like he's needed and appreciated and he is the breadwinner. So if you take that away from him, he may go along with this whole thing about you being the breadwinner and you making all the money and he got a mediocre job. He might put on a fake front. But the truth is, it's killing him inside. To not be able to provide for you and his family. Now, I want black women that go to these movies to stop going to them. Stop promoting struggle love and stop giving your hard-earned dollar to movies that are no good for the fate of black women. These type of movies keep black women brainwashed and stupid. And black women should boycott them. Boycott these struggle love movies like Daddy's Little Girls. Tyler Perry needs to understand that black women are waking the fuck up. And they're more interested in other races of men right now. Black women probably collectively, I could say for a fact that they're at least curious on a collective scale about seeing movies that show them in a different light, that show them winning, that show them going with somebody like an Asian business owner or a white man with a really good job. I think black women collectively want to see those kind of movies. And there is a need for those type of movies. Now, I'm just going to sit back and wait for black women collectively to start demanding to see these type of films that promote hypergamy, that promote being rescued, that promote being with a man that can provide and protect, and a man that got his shit together. Unlike a lot of black males in today's modern society, they just don't have their shit together. And men like Tyler Perry and Steve Harvey, they know it, but they want to mind fuck you and act like that is not the case. They want to make it seem like the average black man is a good black man and you're only picking thugs. You're only picking the irresponsible guys. You're looking over the good black men. That's the message that they're promoting. But where are these good black men? And who is to say that you have to be with a black man? How come black women, our preferences and who we are sexually and spiritually and emotionally attracted to, how come that is not taken into consideration at all? It's like being in a prison that you're trying to break free from. And movies that promote struggle love promote the assumption that black women only are attracted to black men. And nothing could be further from the truth. I am curious as to know just how many black women look at a movie like Daddy's Little Girls and they cringe. They cringe because here you have a beautiful, successful black woman that could have any fucking man she wants. And she picks a black man and takes on his baggage as well. 3 little girls from a previous relationship. So instead of her leveling up even more by going with somebody on her level or even higher, she's going to reach down and help a brother out. She is going to fuck the help. That's what they want you to do. They want you to fuck the help. Marry the help. Make him your man. And tough it out with him. Take on his baggage and all of his bullshit, which comes in the form of other children, fucked up finances, a jail record, a compromised living situation. You get the picture. And, swirling, it's inevitable where black women are going to end up. They're going to end up on the other side of the fence in Swirlland. And movies like Tyler Perry's Daddy's Little Girls are doing everything they can to keep black women on the Blackistan side of the fence, struggling with these Negroes who don't have their shit together. Why would you be with a black man that you're not even attracted to who ain't got his shit together? Why? When you could be with an Asian guy who owns his own beauty supply store. You could be with a fucking Italian guy that owns a construction company, or he's a foreman and he makes a lot of money every hour, and he's in charge of a whole construction site, and he picks you up on dates, and he could put a big down payment on a house, or even buy you a house and move you into a nicer neighborhood. Why wouldn't you go for that instead of going for Tyrone, who always got a sob story of why he can't get his shit together? He got babies mamas all over the goddamn place. He can't even seem to get it together on a basic level, such as have his own place and get a job. And he wants to get patted on the head for simple things, like being a father to his children, like going to work every day, like having a bank account. Those are things that men are supposed to have. But black women are so used to giving a standing ovation to black males for doing basic shit, that black men have become entitled, and they have come to expect your loyalty. They have come to expect that you will not exercise your options because you're only attracted to black men. And movies like this push that. They push that myth that you are only attracted to black males. Other races of men, they're not even on the menu. It's an insult. It's nauseating at best. And I will do everything in my power to keep the good fight for black women. And to break free of these chains called stereotypes, called assumptions. Assumptions that black women don't like other races of men. That black women will date the janitor because she wants to. And because that's all that there's out there. It's asinine at its best. There is a whole fucking world full of men. A whole world. Men of different races that take care of women, that believe in family and passing on generational wealth. Black women can do so much better if they get away from going to movies like Daddy's Little Girls. Black women need to put their foot down and demand the type of propaganda and movies that they want to see. Because this ain't it, baby. Daddy's Little Girls and other movies like it that promote struggle love and limited options, it's not happening anymore. It's played out. Black women are waking up and they're realizing that they're being sold a fucking dream, a fantasy. They are being fed bullshit on a silver platter. And I'm so happy that black women are breaking free and they're saying no more. We don't want to see these kind of movies. We can no longer relate to them. We want a piece of the pie. We want a big slice of that motherfucker. And no, we're not going to date down. And no, we are not going to take on a Tyrone and his 3 little girls and all his baggage when we could be with the Brad, living in the suburbs, driving a nice car, and having a husband that we can be proud of. So black women, please, share these videos to your nieces, the little girls in your neighborhood, the women in your family, even if they're mammies, because even mammies can change. And do your best to promote the message that we are not accepting struggle love anymore and that we do have options. So on that note, everybody have a good night and look forward to more videos. Please go to the comment section right now. As soon as you turn off this video, I don't care if it's one sentence, leave a comment, because we are on the World Wide Web and everybody wants to know what the black woman and the white man and the non-black man have to say. They want to hear your voice. They go to those comment sections and they read your goddamn comment. So please, go to the comment section and leave a comment in regards to the subject of movies that promote struggle love only to Black women. And I'll see you on my next video. Bye.